can leave the country as a foreigner if you want to. Lockdown here is actually stricter. All movement will be restricted. I changed this hairstyle. There are no flights to Nigeria. If you look at the Philippines, hey guys, welcome back to Waka Waka. Abby here. In today's video, I'll be talking about Manila being back on lockdown, and this is quite important to me because I live here in Makati and this is my home basically, so anything that is going on I need to be aware and how it affects me. I'll also be talking about what I've been doing in the last 2 weeks because my routine ever since the lockdown has been me posting a video once or twice in a week at most, and between those videos I would usually do like a sewing vlog or just a random vlog of Makati or something that I find interesting. So you'll be seeing all of that in this vlog. The president decided to put Manila back on lockdown. Now before I get to that, how I found that was my friend calling me and she was like, "Hey Abby," and I was like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Well, we need to go shopping." And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Because we're going back on lockdown." And I was like, "Oh no, please no, I don't really want that." She was like, "Because they're going to close some of the grocery stores and movement will be restricted." And I was like, "You know what, just give me some few days because I still have food and we can then go shopping." So this was how I found out. But the president decided to put Manila back on a stricter lockdown because the doctors, about 80 of them, based on what they're experiencing in frontline, which is number of COVID-19 cases are actually rising, and they do not think that they can handle those number of cases anymore. That was why they advised the president to put the country back on lockdown, because apparently the cases has been increasing after we were put into a community lockdown. But during the community lockdown, like whenever I go out, at least in Makati, I would always see people wearing masks, social distancing. Even when I had to go outside of Makati to another town, I remember the taxi driver asking me to fill up a form, tracing form, just in case there might be a COVID-19 case. So even when you go to restaurants, you have to fill this form. So the citizens have been actually quite responsible from what I have seen. This I actually find surprising though, that we have to go back on lockdown. I also found out 2 days ago that there were 6,000 cases in a day, which is insane. It's just a crazy number. It just says a lot about why this is actually important for us to go back on lockdown, I guess. So based on the advisement from these doctors, the president decided to put us back on a stricter lockdown. So that means that we can't go to work. The grocery runs would definitely go back to being, let's say as a family member, one person would definitely have to do the grocery run. No jogging and so many other things. I think like some local flights were also restricted. You can leave the country as a foreigner if you want to, and if there is a flight, of course, for you to leave. So all of these things is just a bit disturbing, and it's just a step back. It's like a dance of doing 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards. So that has been like what is going on in here in Makati. But also, why Makati? Why the NCR district and the environment? So these are like the places that are on lockdown. This is because Makati is central business center of the Philippines. So you have like the major companies here, you have schools, you have condos in between that, and so many other establishments. So many people that work and live in the Manila area, they have to come from, let's say, many people. So you have many people coming from Quezon City, BGC, and other parts of Manila coming here to work in Makati. So that means that they have to commute. So these are like some of the reasons why we would have like large number of COVID-19 cases. If you look at the procedures that the Philippines took compared to like other countries, you'll see that the lockdown here is actually stricter. But the good news is that this lockdown is till the end of the month, and hopefully there would be a vaccine by then or something miraculous will happen. And this is it about the lockdown here in Manila. So for the last 2 weeks, what have I been doing? I changed this hairstyle. So it's actually an extension, and this hair took me 7 hours to make. I wanted to make a vlog on that particular day, like just to show, like, because I've been doing some hair vlogs too, just to show how I made the hair. But then I knew it was gonna take so long, and I was like, you know what, I just want to make this hair in peace and just let it be. So no stress of trying to shoot like different shots at the rest, but I actually like it. So in this lockdown that we've been on, I think I've had to repair my phone 3 times already. It's kind of like devastating because I make content and it just like disrupts the process. So this last time that the phone dropped down, and I repaired it the next day, but for like 4 days I felt like useless. I felt like a zombie, and I was just eating and sleeping and waking up and not doing anything. I just felt like this is not the right time for my phone to be misbehaving, because I actually want to create something. It's like one of the ways I tried to like keep myself active during this lockdown, and then I gradually got out of it. I keep to myself a lot as a person, and I keep a small group of friends, which is one of my personality traits. So this lockdown is like, it kind of suits me. I think I would say like it kind of suits my my kind of person. But here's the thing, it got to a time in these 2 weeks that I actually stopped running, because I felt like, what am I even running for? Like, why am I even running? Like, felt like I didn't want to run anymore. So instead of running, I decided to look for yoga classes online. And usually I find yoga to be quite slow. Like, if it's a physical class, I can handle it, but if I'm alone, it's like, oh no, it's like too slow, I'm gonna fall asleep here or something. So I was able to find a yoga class that is the transition from one pose to another it's fast, and it's like a middle level, so it's not a beginner, so it's a little bit of beginner, and then the rest is like advanced poses. So that actually helps a lot. So it's a 20-minute yoga class, and then in between, like by 15 minutes, I'm already covered in sweat. I couldn't find the strength to run. I just switched into yoga to help me, like daily exercises and stretches, and it really helped a lot. What else have I been doing in the last 2 weeks? I did some sewing too. This stuff is actually like one of the projects that I made. Oh, there are no flights to Nigeria, and this is something that I've been looking forward to. It's like, okay, I said I was gonna go home by ending of July. Flights that were available were no longer available, just like that. And then I looked for another route. So Cebu Pacific actually has like flights to Dubai every Sunday, and then from Dubai I can look for flights to Nigeria, which I actually found. When it was time to book that particular flight, there were no longer any flights to Nigeria anymore. At this time, with this pandemic, it's the time I just want to be home with my family and my friends, and just be there, because that would really comfort me. Someone sent me flowers, and it is not romantically linked, it's just beautiful dozen of roses, and which I really appreciated so much, because there's just so many things going on in my life. In between all of this, I try to do, for every day, I try to do something positive for myself. So it could be in the form of exercise, it could be eating healthy, and then it could be me designing. So if I'm sewing, I find that reflective in a positive way to me. Sewing is actually like one of those things that I've always enjoyed since I was 18 years old. So whenever I sew, there's like this peace of mind that comes with it. I try to add something positive every day into my life, just to get through that particular day and see what the next day brings. This is the end of this vlog. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.